Зов Ктулху. И я, как обычно, вообще не подготовился к записи, к прохождению. Нихуя не настроил свой ебаный микрофон, но посрать, погнали. Ага. Так, запись вроде идет, ладно. Вот в этом первоначальном ролике была какая-то уебищная графа. Я уже начал думать, что это у меня тут что-то в настройках. Ну а сейчас вот после этой типа катсцены получше стало. Да? Я вот насчет сглаживания не уверен, мне кажется, оно мне нахуй не нужно. Субтитры, обнаружение. Давай-ка прицел. Не знаю, надо это вообще или нет. Ну, пусть будет, наверное. Это потом, если что, звук пойдет, я думаю. Вроде игру и меня отлично слышно. Ладно, посмотрим. Хотя, чуть-чуть бы я потише сделал, наверное, игру. Что-то, мне кажется, ебашит сильнее меня. Все, нормально. Пусть у меня ебашит, а на записи будет чуть-чуть потише. Неплохо. Мне что-то все-таки кажется, что размытие какое-то есть. Может, из главного меню придется выбирать. Какой-то туман еще. Так. Пресет, понятно. Типа взаимодействие на Е, понятно. Ага, значит мне сюда. Угу. Даже хуйня. Ну как. Керосиновая лампа, окей. Стало приятнее как-то видеть все это. Ебать. А, это что-то упало, я не заметил. Есть. Ага. Болторезики, да, хорошо. Похуй с какой стороны? Или как? В смысле, по-моему, уже на русском я скачивал игру. В смысле, блядь? Ладно, невелика беда на самом деле. Можем и так. Но все равно как-то обидненько. Или там можно было сторонний озвучку скачать. Бля. Ладно, чё, начал уже. Сука. Какая мерзость нахуй, а? Я внимательно все осматриваю. Внимательно осматриваю, вдруг что еще залутать могу. Это музыка. Ебать. Darkwater, Спирса. Пирс. Ага, прокачка типа, да? Прокачечка, психология, поиск, расследование, красноречие, сила, медицина, рассудок. Это типа заметка про сон, ладно. Предмет. Зажигалка.
The lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
А можно вырубить нахер, а? Не пить.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Записная книга.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Замечательно. Во. Нахер тебя. Надоело. Вроде все.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ага. У меня 8 очков персонажа, я что-то могу вкачать. Оккультизм отражает ваши познания в оккультных науках. Развитие этого навыка повышает шанс определить назначение или происхождение оккультных артефактов, а также расширяет ваши знания о мифах. Медицина. Отражает ваши познания в этой области. Развивает шанс верно определить дозу лекарств, поставить диагноз или разобраться в медицинской проблеме. Короче, я могу либо вот на второй и на четвертый, либо это на второй и это на третий. Хотя вот поиск на самом деле. Способность находить спрятанный предмет, разделенный шанс найти скрытый объект. Ненайденный предмет не будут появляться в игре. Надо. Угу. Красноречие. Навык повышает вероятность успешного убеждения или манипуляции во время разговора. Пока, я думаю, не сильно надо. 6. Шанс понять мотивацию человека по его поведению или с помощью анализа различных предметов. Ну, надо хоть чуток оккультизм. В этой игре это очень важный навык. У меня осталось 2. Давай медицину. Целых 30 скилла прокачал, это замечательно вообще. Подтверждаю.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Ага.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Транспортная этикетка. Часть текста не разобрать, но что прочитать удается. Склад 36, Darkwater. Полицейский отчет. Тут говорится, что все члены семьи погибли, а пожар начался в столовой. Полиция заключила, что это был несчастный случай, но при этом в отчете упоминается, что Сара Хокинс была психически неустойчива. Почему? Газетная вырезка. Статья рассказывает о браке Сары Хокинс, девичьей Уэбстер и Чарльза Хокинса, бизнесмена острова Дарквотер. Они ведут затворническую жизнь на удаленном острове со своим сыном Саймоном. Те? Угу. Ага.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Mm-hmm.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Он чё?
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Так, дневник.
Darkwater.
Ну это понятно. 1, 33, это баба. Сын 11. Ага. Улики. Картина. Короче, это вот это он дополняет, типа. Ага. Что-то было устроить. Ага.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on it. I used to be an avid reader.
Основа медицины. Мне это что-то дало или нет? Или нет? Сука. Я прокачивал на 2, да? Хуета.
Dark water is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunt. All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Так, пить не буду. Ну и типа все, да, все. На выход. Кажется. И уже сразу глава 2.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought
Все.
you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
О, все. Да, чё, привет. Ну, очень интересная игра, блять, не знаю, что сказать. Пока нихуя не понятно.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same
Sure.
goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ну и рожа.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand.
Ну да, не до конца прокачал.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast
Эта
back
хера
in
не
the
хочет
water, you
разговаривать,
shysters. You're
блядь.
crazy.
Ты? Нет.
They can't understand. Damn stupid.
Есть карта.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us
Блядь.
anyway. That's no way to treat an Oh yeah.
О, зажигалка. Вон чё. Так. Да, значит, не пройду. Сюда не дадут эти пройти.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up
Nothing
the
for
pieces.
you here either.
Come on, you
Pretext.
Понятно.
See what a true sailor's got in his belly.
Не пускаю. Значит, только в бар, а потом в доки. Чё? А,
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
понятно.
Hey,
Хуя.
be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ну давай.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I
Okay.
need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Понятно.
You
Давай
know
вот
where
это.
this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Ну, заказывать не буду.
That'll be all for now.
Так, чё, бар. Чё тут?
The
Чё?
miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Мгм. Оккультный предмет. Ну, окей. Оккультный так оккультный. И кто?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Прикольно. Чё у него на руке, блядь, нарисовано?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
О,
Exactly.
как.
I've never heard this song
Песенка.
before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell.
Понятно.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares.
По-моему, это было.
Can hear things and voices whispering.
Так вы
Will
нет?
follow its reader and appear
Ну
at
ладно,
various
так, а дамочка там
locations,
какая-то была, да?
gifted with its own consciousness.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Понятно. Заперто, окей. Ну, здесь я вроде сделал все, что можно. Теперь можно идти в офис, в доки. Оки-доки. Странный фонарь. Блин, может все-таки карты как-нибудь хоть, ну... Есть что.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Алкан, понятно.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Нехило.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Дайте карту, заебете. Мне эти книги вообще хоть что-то дают? Только с... Понятно. У меня есть одно очко, но пока тратить его не на что. Ладно. Херня все. Херня. Угу. Все.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Это он типа молодой. Хера.
What a macabre souvenir.
Что это, весло?
What a macabre
Это
souvenir.
нога, блять. Ладно.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Скрытая информация в этих вот бумажечках. Класс. Ну, вроде я все смотрел, больше делать нехер.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Давай это.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Опа.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Ну, может быть, если бы было больше медицинских навыков, я смог бы узнать, в чем там дело, еще что-то расспросить, но нет.
The miraculous
ладно.
catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Да, я как бы это знаю, но... Так, в этом все.
I'm looking
Squad.
for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Так, ну это я как бы...
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when
Окей,
you've got something.
окей, окей. Два очка. Хер знает, куда пока вкладывать. Может, в поиск. Психология. Я думаю, где-то здесь надо прерваться.